In tonight's meditation, I'm going to do something similar to the one last night, and it's the how to go for refuge by practicing 3 rounds of meditation. It begins with a visualization of the object of refuge in the space before us. So we can begin. We first sit comfortably and visualize the objects of refuge in the space before us. In the space in front, level with our eyebrows and at a distance of about 1 arm's length, our principal spiritual guide or root guru in the aspect of Buddha Shakyamuni, sitting in a posture known as Buddha conquering the Maras. To Buddha Shakyamuni's right is Buddha Maitreya, surrounded by all the lineage gurus of the fast path. To his left is Buddha Manjushri, surrounded by all the lineage gurus of the profound path. Below these are the lineage gurus of Kadampa Buddhism. From the heart of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, light radiates behind him where he transforms into Buddha Vajradhara. Together with the lineage gurus of the Vajrayana Mahamudra from Buddha Manjushri to Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. From the heart of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, light radiates in front of him where he emanates as our root guru Geshe Kelsang with 2 other pure teachers. Below these are all the tantric deities and all the sanghas of sutra and tantra. During the first round of meditation, we mainly emphasize recollection of the different sufferings of the 3 lower realms. When we have deeply considered these, we remind ourselves that if we do not attain liberation in this lifetime, we shall almost certainly take low rebirth because we have committed many non-virtuous actions that are the causes of such miserable rebirths. Now we begin the second round of meditation, during which we imagine that the time of our death has come and that we have lost our opportunity to attain liberation or create Dharma jewels in our mind, and so we are definitely bound for lower rebirth. Then we imagine vividly that we have actually taken lower rebirth as, say, a pig. We visualize ourselves as a pig, establishing the visualization by doing detailed analytical meditation, thinking, now I am a pig. My face is like this. I am surrounded by other pigs. They look like this and this. We visualize our pig family and how we all live in our pigsty, eating filthy scraps and smelling of excrement. We imagine that the farmer comes to take us away. We have to leave our family behind and are packed tightly into a lorry with lots of other pigs, squealing and grunting. We are taken down the motorway at great speed. We then imagine our bewilderment as we enter the slaughterhouse, and the moment of horror when it dawns upon us that we are about to be killed. We imagine that our life is violently torn from us. Our body is decapitated and immediately slit open, gutted and cut into pieces. We then think how some pieces are thrown away, some are given to dogs, and some are minced into sausages or made into chops and packaged in cellophane and sold in a supermarket. We imagine how our best pieces are taken home and fried, and how human beings eat them. During the third round of meditation, we mainly emphasize recollection of the good qualities of the three jewels, remembering that the three jewels alone have the power to protect us from the sufferings of the lower realms. We remind ourselves that the Dharma jewel is our actual source of refuge, and that the attainment of this actual refuge depends upon relying upon Buddha and the Sangha. In this way, we develop strong faith in the three jewels. We just need to take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha to protect ourselves from lower rebirth. We can do this with an initial scope motivation to find freedom from low rebirth, or a middling scope motivation to attain liberation from suffering for ourselves. But what's most recommended is to do this with a great scope motivation, to wish to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all living beings. So long as we're going for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha in this way, we will be protected from taking lower rebirth. So we need to attain the Dharma jewel of a Mahayana practitioner, developing love, compassion and bodhicitta. And this is the actual protection. but we need blessings of the Buddha. We need to see the example of Sangha, who shows the way to practice Dharma perfectly. And we need them to encourage us in our spiritual practice. The Sangha is the community of Buddhist practitioners who are putting Buddha's teachings into practice. Two verses from Shantadeva's Guide to Bodhisattva's Way of Life, chapter 10, 16 and 17. May all animals be freed from the fears of being preyed on by one another, and may all hungry spirits be as happy as the inhabitants of the northern continents. May they be satiated with a stream of milk flowing from the compassionate hands of Arya Avalokiteshvara, and by bathing in it, may they be constantly refreshed. We then recite the prayer of going for refuge as many times as we can. I and all sentient beings until we attain enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. I and all sentient beings until we achieve enlightenment go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. So we visualize ourselves surrounded by all living beings. Imagine them in human form, but vast numbers, living beings, the six realms, going for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. The actual way of going for refuge. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. By requesting the blessings of the Buddha and Sangha jewel, I can feel that I shall gain the protection from lower rebirth that I desperately need. I should remain aware of the death and impermanence of this life and the danger of losing this reliance on blessings. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. And to conclude the meditation, with this firm knowledge and remembrance, bless me to be extremely cautious, always avoiding harmful actions and gathering abundant virtue. Okay, thank you.